guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Megan. If you guys do not recognize me, I was doing real short clips on Instagram. I'll link that below. If you guys want to know how I got this bright peachy look, please keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start with using moisturizer. First things first. I'm going to be using the Clinique Super Defense Daily Defense Moisturizer. I love this stuff because it is all that has like an SPF 20 in it, so it's really nice if you go out. I feel like if I don't have a little bit of a somewhat of a sunscreen underneath my foundation and I go out in the sun for too long, I like look really burnt underneath. Wait, my skin's just crazy. And I'm just going to apply this. It's kind of thick, so you don't want to put like a crap ton on your face. Sometimes if I feel like if I put something on too thick, it kind of leaves like a residue kind of, but maybe it's just my skin. And I actually really like to use the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I don't know, I just like to add more hydration to my face before I even put anything on it. My skin is like the driest. Like, it's so dry. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just a dry person. Brows. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows off camera. Okay, so my eyebrows are already done. My eyelids are primed. Now we're gonna start doing eyes. So I will be starting off with the Morphe, what is this? The 35N palette. I'm probably going to be sticking with like these two colors mainly. And I will be starting off with this color right here. By the way, I was using the Morphe M200 brush. I will be using the Morphe 330 brush, and I'm actually going to be using that same color, and I'm just going to use it more so into the crease. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. I'm actually going to put that all over my lid. A Morphe M209 brush. So I'm going to switch off and I will be using the Morphe 35C palette. And I will be using this color right here. And next, I'm actually going to be going in and being brave. I'm actually going to use this color too as well. And I'm going to, right here. Now I'm going to be using the Morphe, what is this? 35B palette. And I'm going to go in and put this guy right here. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it, as you can see. The reason why it looks like that is because I used a wet brush and then I dipped it in that and then it like came out more, so that's why that looks like that. Okay, I'm just gonna use the Morphe M209 brush. And I'm actually going to use this color right here, and I'm going to use that more into the crease. I feel like I was getting like a little bit bare right here, so I needed to go in with another color. Okay, with that same shimmery peachy color, I'm actually going to wet this little wet brush. This is the Morphe M124 brush, and I'm just gonna See. Just zoom in a little closer so you guys can see. All right, let's see if we can match the other side. I was using the Tarte, it's by Tarte, the Tarte liquid eyeliner. It's the man-eater one. I love the fact that you can even shake it to make it all come out, you know. The only thing that I don't like about that eyeliner is it doesn't dry quick enough, or it's just every time that I curl my eyelashes, it does tend to come off, so I have to like reapply it, you know. I don't know if you guys have had that problem, but let's put on mascara. I always try to be really careful, but I'm not a pro at lashes or curling them in any way, so alright, I will be using the MAC Insta Curl Lash. This thing is freaking cool. Okay, so I usually like to let my mascara dry and all that stuff, because I don't like to just throw on lashes right after mascara. I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore, just because once I put on the fake lashes, I noticed that after I was like putting on translucent powder like to bake my face, I noticed that like after sweeping it off, it like all that powder went all on my eyelash, and I was like, so that completely made me not want to do that anymore. So I always wait now till the very end. Actually, you know what? We are gonna just put this under our eyes because this stuff is bomb. Using the Philosophy No Reason to Hide. It's for dark circles. It's just a little eye cream. I just put a little here and a little here. This is a little eye. It's an under eye reviver. So I'm just gonna, because I've been waking up at 3. I don't know why. Kind of annoying. Body's like, nah, bitch, you don't need sleep. After that, I'm gonna be using the Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum. Give me some unicorn tears. I'm gonna be using the Absolute New York Correct and Cover Dark Circle Concealer, not only for my dark circles before I put on foundation, but I also like it for my little marks, that like little scars that I've got going on. So I'm just going to be using a stippling brush. This one's by e.l.f. This is their little small stippling brush. Foundation, I will be using, gosh, I don't even know, you know what, should I just look it up and see? Okay, so for foundation, I will be using the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish Compact Foundation. Really not sure what this color is. Actually, could be a sand or a warm sand. It could even be a warm ivory, I don't know. But those 3 would probably be it. So, I was debating on whether I should use a brush or a sponge because I really liked how they both came out, but I feel like a really good blending brush would probably work best. So this is one of my cleaner brushes, so I'm just going to use this guy because my other brushes are a little dirty. I will be using, this is the Real Techniques, oh my god, buffing brush. Grab some of that product. And I'm actually just going to do like light pats. It almost kind of look like I'm like patting, but also like sweeping on my face. I don't know the color because when I took the sticker off in the back, the little tag thing that said the color or the shade, it came off. So I have no idea what this color is. But I really love the finish of this foundation. I really do. I mean, look at that. And then look at that. Next is going to be concealer. I'm actually going to be using these two. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, Contour Concealer. And I'm going to be using the shade Light and Fair. I'm actually almost out of the fair one, but I like to give myself a little bit brighter just in this area. That's why I go for a light color. Let's see what I can get out of this. So as you can see, it's pretty light. I think it's like their lightest color that they have. Gonna put a little here. Here. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. translucent powder. This is in the color Sheer. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare blush, and this is in the color Peach Perfection, and it's a cream to powder blush. So it's supposed to just kind of give you a natural glow. So I'm just going to be using this little sponge here. This is one of the e.l.f. I think this is the Precision collection. There's like a big one, medium, and then a really little small one. But this is the big one. So I'm just going to grab some product. I'm going to get rid of some on the palm of my hand, just so I'm not grabbing too much, because that's always tends to happen to me. Add like some peachy definition, just kind of where I would usually contour, but just very lightly. Don't want too much. Use a very fluffy brush. This is the Eco Tools. This is the large powder brush, and I'm just gonna. I like to be very careful with the nose, because sometimes when I go ooh, it'll mess up like my nose, and then I have some crazy freaking line, and I'm like, no. So I will be using the contour kit by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. The medium to tan one. Actually just gonna use this Morphe M105 brush. Gonna actually use this color right here in the middle. Okay, next I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Glamorous Blush 10 Color Blush Palette. I will be using this color right here. It kind of has a little bit of a shimmery tint to it. I'm just going to be using that same Eco Tools fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Best Friend eyeshadow duo, and this is in the color Peach Squad. I'm going to be using this color right here, using the Morphe M222 brush. Now going back in, but I'm actually going to use one of these darker colors. I'm going to be using the Morphe 35N palette, and I will be using, probably going with this color right here. I'm just going to use this little smudge brush. This one's by Sephora. It is a smudge brush, obviously. It just says smudge right in this area. Before highlight, I actually like to set everything first. Alright, I'm gonna start off with this big fan brush. This is the Morphe M143 brush, or 143 brush, I don't know. And I will be using the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. And of course, you know I'm dipping into that one harder. Ooh! Now I'm going to be grabbing the smaller fan brush. This is the Morphe M310 brush, that Mario Badescu spray. Grab Daydream again to the little corners of my eye. I'm going to be using the Sephora Precision Shadow brush, and I'll be using that same color Daydream, and I'm actually gonna use this Morphe M416 brush again, and I'm actually gonna wet it a little bit, and I will be using this Forever Lit. Pop it in there somehow. Alright, I like to give it another spritz. For my bottom lashes, I will be using the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash Volumizing Mascara. This is in the color 30 Blacker. Blacker? Like Black Whore, but blacker. Alright, next I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Lip Definer and Shaper. I'm using the natural color and this bitch on my lips right here. Okay, and to finish off the lips, I'm going to be using the Boxem Big and Sexy Bold Gel Lipstick. Alright guys, this would be the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Show your girls some love.